Property number 3, penthouse with a roof terrace.
Great.
Today I'm meeting my client Andrea to show her another property. The nice thing here is you also get a key to the garden square. Andrea and her husband really want outside space for her 2 dogs. So this property's got the advantage of an amazing roof terrace plus access to a private garden square. This is my wild card. Very different to the others, but before we say anything, let's have a look at the main features. So this is the main bedroom. Again, views over the square. Ensuite bathroom here with a classic English roll-top bath.
It's a little small for a master bedroom bathroom.
Yeah, I think you need to imagine it just done up nicely like the other flats. Andrea was sort of taken aback by the decor. It's not quite got the same grandness of the other 2 properties she saw. The real reason I took you here is upstairs, so should we go take a look?
Sure.
A bit of a climb, but not too bad. This is the one thing which I think might possibly change your mind. So, here we are.
Wow, what a view.
Great view, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Well, you've got about 1,000 square feet out here.
It's a lot of room.
It doesn't look much now, but I think you need to imagine it in the summer when it's bright and sunny. You've got the barbecue going.
I do have to say, though, Martin, I'm a little bit concerned about the height of this wall. I'd be worried about dogs going over the edge here.
Yeah, they're a bit active, are they?
Yeah. The property we saw today is not especially exciting. It needs work, and the terrace itself, I think, isn't as useful to us as a garden would be.
We've seen all 3 properties. What's your feeling?
You know, each property has its own merits, and after seeing these few places, there really wasn't anything that checked all of our boxes, and maybe a brand new turnkey place isn't quite within our reach. Maybe we need to start thinking pretty strongly about a renovation project. I do feel a little bit more enthusiastic about the Hyde Park Street property. I think it's a little bit more special than the couple of places we've seen since.
OK, so that's the front runner.
I do think that my concern before with the property is still pretty strong. I think it's a huge renovation project, and my husband and I are both really nervous about taking something like that on.
I want to make sure Andrea makes the right decision, but I don't think I've got anything else which is quite right for Andrea, and that means she'll go away and possibly find something through somebody else. The current owners have engaged an architect and a designer. Maybe if I set up a meeting for you with those guys, that might give you a little bit more confidence to maybe make that leap of faith.
That would be great. That would be very helpful, I think.
Fantastic. Let me set something up in the next couple of days, and we can see where we go from there. This property is definitely going to go, so if Andrea decides it's for her, she's really got to get her skates on.
Ah, Trevor. Nigel, good morning.
I'm meeting Nigel Lewis, who's an accomplished journalist who specialises in important landmark properties.
This is an amazing bit of original architecture, isn't it? You know, all the original staircase, the panelling. I mean, just alone, the chandelier is worth coming to have a look at.
Trevor is as near as the real estate business in the UK will ever get to a rock star.
Here we are in the salon.
He is well known for having a sort of lavish houses for sale.
White gold adorning plasterwork, white piano, loving the piano.
And he's so enthusiastic about property.
There's a bar there to entertain your guests. What more do you want? Come, I've got more to show you.
I could tell this man was impressed. And frankly, he's only human.
A solid onyx bathtub. How much does that cost? I'm told $250,000. It's so heavy that the floor needed to be specially strengthened. That is impressive.
I've never seen really anything like this before during my 14 years going around houses like this.
I will never see anything like that again after I walk out this room, I don't think. You haven't seen the best of it.
Joy and I have arranged to have a surprise interview, which we think will have a lasting impression.
Now, Nigel, I promised you a surprise, and here it is. Wow.
Come and meet the ladies, Nigel. Mrs. Anne Loeb, Mrs. Rachel Ingalls.
Hello, Rachel. Nice to meet you.
Now, Rachel was born in the house.
Wow.
And we brought the Loeb sisters to the property today because we thought it would be an unforgettable experience. They bring a historical dimension, and I thought it would be a fantastic angle for the story, too.
It's really fascinating for me coming here and meeting someone who lived in the house. You know, tell me about what was it like to live here?
It was a wonderful house for small children because there was so much space. Going up the staircase, there was a loose bit of wood under the banisters, and I always used to poke it as I went past. I felt it was my secret, my little loose bit of wood. I rather hoped perhaps one day I would find a message in there or something like that, but nothing happened.
Well, you never know what a journalist is going to end up writing, to be honest. I think it went really, really well, but we'll have to wait and see when it comes out, and let's hope that we get the coverage that we really deserve.
It's a great pleasure.
As always, I really appreciate that, and I'll be in touch when the article goes live.
Wonderful.
Take care.
All the best to you.
Cheers.
Hi, how are you? Today I'm meeting Andrea again. I'm going to introduce her to the designer, Fatima Ferdinand.
Behind the bed would be a his and hers dressing room, which is very important.
Absolutely.
Hi, how are you? Hi, nice to see you. Today I'm meeting Andrea again. I'm going to introduce her to the designer, Fatima Ferdinand, to talk to her about the current plans for 12 Hyde Park Street. So we thought it would be a good idea for Fatima, who's been working with the current owners for a while now, to essentially talk you through the plans they had for the property.
It is quite common for me to meet potential buyers because it just gives them that reassurance of what is feasible in that space. And now the previous owners wanted to incorporate a cinema room, but I think it'll make an amazing master bedroom suite with views onto the garden. I think it's a shame to lose that in a cinema room.
I agree.
So behind the bed would be a his and hers dressing room, which is very important.
Absolutely. My husband and I found the Hyde Park Street property to be very exciting. However, it's such an enormous project. But having met with Fatima, having a little bit of a direction to start with, it made me feel like it's the way to go forward.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Appreciate you coming
Thanks,
down.
Martin.
So, I'm guessing that went part of the way to allaying some of the fears you had. Do you think I might be able to tempt you to now make an offer on the property?
You know, we've been looking and never really seen a property like Hyde Park Street, and I'd love to go home and speak with my husband a little bit, but I think we'd like to make an offer.
Fantastic. That's absolutely fantastic news. Definitely the right decision, I think. I'm really excited about Andrea moving forward with this property. I know it's the right property for her, and I just really hope that this ultimately ends up as her dream home.
Trevor, hi, look. The article's here. Look at that.
The tone of the article was just what we were looking for, frankly. It was exclusive, it was discreet, it was knowledgeable, and it sets up the ambience that we were most looking for.
An extraordinary and exceptional house.
Well, it is an exceptional house. Well done, Joy. Well, that's what I call an article. And look at this.
It's the brochure. This is beautiful. But you're not just giving this to people, are you?
No, we're charging them $5,000 for the privilege. And I'll tell you what, I think it's worth every penny of that $5,000. The next step is keep the property in play in choice glossy media, both internationally and nationally. We have a mailing list amongst the richest families in the world. And altogether, they have a very potent effect.
We've done a jolly good job.
Joy, do you know something? I think I deserve to buy you a bottle of champagne.
I'm not going to refuse that. Come on.
It's only really a matter of time that the right billionaire comes along and we do a deal with them.